Okay, we're here with Engles. We've just been through quite a rigorous 5 days of everything New York's had to throw at us weather-wise.
Yes, it has.
Hopefully, Engles, you've enjoyed your stay with us in this amazing new New York trading room on the 53rd floor of One Grand Central Place. Just tell us how you feel about the experience. Obviously, you paid money to be here. Was it worth it?
It was more than worth it. More than worth it. The amount of money spent actually cannot even compare to the amount of money I would have lost if I wouldn't come here.
Really?
Because I thought I knew a couple of things about the Forex.
And you knew a couple of things.
Having a financial background and whatnot, and when I got here, exactly, that's all I knew, a couple of things. I felt I was blindfolded before, and now I can see the entire market, the entire picture. Instead of looking at one pair or a few pairs, I wasn't looking at the entire market, the entire picture. And before I would try and, hit myself in the head. Why did it move that way? I mean, and now I can understand why certain currencies move a certain way once you understand the entire market.
Well, that's a very good point you raised, because one of the things that I've never heard I've never heard any other company or any other sort of trainer or software vendor talk about, if you're thinking of trading the euro-dollar grid, you must know about the euro-yen grid, you must know about the sterling-yen grid. I'd never heard anyone doing that, and I'm thinking, they're teaching retail traders just to look at one currency pair. The number of times we have people ringing us up saying, I just want to trade euro-dollar. Why? Well, no, I just want to concentrate on euro-dollar. But that's like having blinkers on as a horse. You're not going to win.
I thought of that analogy, but I couldn't express it, but it's exactly like that. I said blindfolded, but I was like a horse only looking at one direction. Now when you take the blinkers off, you'll be able to see the whole picture. That's the most I've gotten for this training. Besides that, risk management is very important.
I think, I'm so glad you mentioned that, because that was where I was coming from when we built this. Originally it was, let's try and show people the fear of like clear grids.
Right.
You know how much I drum that into everybody, even all the practitioners we've got who are superb money makers, but as they can get caught out, and I'm saying be afraid of the gaps.
Completely bought into that. If you only look at one pair, which is the pair, let's say you have a favorite pair, and you only look at that, you'll be killed. You'll be, it may go your way sometimes, but when it doesn't go your way, now I can understand better why, and I probably could avoid it. Definitely by looking at everything going on.
So we've had quite a variety of moderators here. Obviously we've had myself, we've had Morty, we've had Joe Laspina, we've had Sam, obviously JH said a little bit. Are you sort of finding value in each one of those guys, having met them, you know them from the trade room, but meeting them face to face?
Absolutely, it's one of the reasons I came out here to New York all the way from Miami and suffer this cold weather. I came from sunny Florida to New York because of the different variety of styles and also ideas from different moderators, including yourself and all the moderators that were here. Everybody has a strong point in what they feel comfortable in. And each and one of those moderators had a different style and was very, very knowledgeable in their own way on what they believe is best. Sometimes they contrast each other, not on the general ideas, but in certain specifics, they're off a tweak or two. But you have to listen from all of them and get their strong points, and that's the reason I came here to New York, because of all the different styles and ideas from each one of them.
Now, I heard you say something which I think maybe some people balked out a little bit when you said it, but I think you were saying, no, you're here to take risk. You want to take risk. You enjoy pressure. I don't know what you do for a living or did for a living, or maybe you might want to enlighten us a little bit on that while you're answering this question. But you're one of the kind of guys that sees the point of leverage, as I do. This is how if you do have $3 and you want $3,000 and you want to try and make it $20,000, you've got to use a bit of leverage.
Yeah.
Now, we have every type of customer you can imagine, from an 18-year-old kid, I think is our youngest client, to an 80-year-old woman that is one of Sam's customers in Malibu. But what I'm trying to get to is, for example, Sanya that we've just spoken to is just sort of building up mini lots and doing vanilla trades with me, and that's what she does. Tell us a little bit about what type of trades you like, and sort of how much money you're willing to put behind them, and what you're looking for.
Well, as a new somewhat new beginner in this market, I do understand I have to be slightly conservative until I get it 100%, everything that was taught to me, and it becomes second nature that I don't have to think about it. I just look at it and already can figure it out without having thought behind it. But once I actually become a little bit more expertise, I'll be more of the aggressive style trader, in which once I see blood, an opportunity, I'll be like a lion all over it. And that's when you, as in any type of business, when you see an opportunity, you have to put the chips and your trust and your confidence in that trade. Yes, probably will get killed once or twice, but if you feel so confident on a particular trade from the grid, with risk management, if you put more into that trade, at the long term, you'll probably make more because your losses will be less than the actual profit taking at that time.
Is that your phone?
Yeah. It's somehow Brazilian sound out there. Sorry.
Leave that in, that's good. And so, yeah, so I mean,
I
mentioned
can
something
take
else.
the pressure on my personality.
You're a poker player, honestly, because Morty's a very, very good poker player.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he is.
All right, yeah.
And
I'm in the poker room all the time. But
and I mean, he says there's great similarities between a poker player and a foreign exchange trader, so you're hoping that you're going to fit right in.
I'm hoping that I will fit right in with that. I don't do it for a living. I mean, I do have, I'm more into the lending environment. It's mostly sales, so I'm used to dealing with pressure. When I don't have pressure, I don't perform. And I think I can get that from you also. When you have pressure, people looking at you, a bank watching over you, somehow trades go for you.
Well, I mean, to be honest,
Here this week,
5 days standing up, which I'm normally sitting. I mean, I love that desk, the desk going up and down, but I think I'll have to get a desk that I stand up in London because, I mean, we've had 5 days of 5 wins. So, but I mean, for me, it's more, as you know, I'm a little bit greedy. I'm not looking for 5 or 10 points. I'm trying to get the audience to think, well, hold on, I could get something really quite good out of this. Not because I'm necessarily wanting them to make 50 points or anything, but just so that they agree that Andy said euro would be down, and an hour later it's 100 points down. The guy knows what he's talking about. Now, obviously, I get other people who log on and say, I want to make 15 pips. Andy didn't make 15 pips when he was on. You know, it might do 50 when I'm off, but you know, so I'm trying to get the audience to get a few pips, but to get them to work out where the market's going. Because you know, the reason I designed the grids was for the bigger moves. But then since obviously the vanilla traders invented, we've had the Wolverines, the Kashifs, the Mortys, so many other people have come into the mix and said, well, okay, that's Andy's trades are great when the market's moving like it has this week, but when the market's stuck in ranges, Wolves king, Kashif is king, JH bounce trades are king. So I think now we've got such a mix of there's something for everyone in there.
Something for everyone, different styles, and it's one of the good things about the chat room also. You can get that from a lot of different traders.
How often are you on the chat? I mean, every day?
For the last, yes, mostly every day.
How many hours?
At every New York session, and sporadically in the London session, because me it's 3 in the morning, so since I wasn't really trading real money, you don't have that urge to wake up at 3, but now I'll be in the London session most of the time. Because the demo can only take me so far. I need the pressure. I can only learn with my real. If I take a hit, it'll hurt when I have it, and I'll learn from it, and vice versa. If I'm right,
you for it.
I'm for it. So that's more or less a little bit about me and what I got from this training. You saved me about a year in headaches. Me coming here this week. About a year and a lot of money lost because I was like this. Having the general knowledge of the financial world.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. You have to look at the entire picture, and that's what you guys did here.
All right, man. Well, that's good comments. Thank you very much indeed for that. But I think they really mean something because clearly in the short time you've been with us, you've picked up, I think, a lot. So great, excellent. Well, have a great weekend. Thank you very much.